Hello everyone, it is Sunday, June 21st, 2020, which means it's time for my weekly comic book hot pick video for titles being released Wednesday the 24th, or in some instances for DC titles, Tuesday the 23rd. If you haven't seen this video before, this is just where I talk about some books that I personally am looking forward to this week that are being released. They may have some first appearances or a really nice cover that I want to add to my collection, books that I think you may or may not be interested in. And as always, if you find any good information in these videos and you've purchased a book based off of the recommendations, I'd like to hear about that in the comments. So let's jump right into the books. We're going to go with Image first. First book, That Texas Blood #1. Looking forward to this title right here. It is a $3.99 price point for this book, and there are two covers. I'm only buying cover A, which is the only one that I pre-ordered. Next one we have is Mercy #3. This is a 6-part short story, kind of a gothic style storyline. I'm enjoying the storyline, and on this one here there is a really nice looking B cover, and this also carries a $3.99 price point, and both of those books, like I stated, are from Image. Next up, from IDW, a book that kind of went under the radar, and as I looked more and more, I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm hoping to be able to pick one of these up this weekend, or this week. This is Sleeping Beauties #1, 2 covers with a $3.99 price point, again from IDW, and this is co-written by Stephen King. So I'm a huge Stephen King fan, so you know it's going to have a really cool storyline. The basic premise of it was that there is a virus in the country, or maybe in the world, that causes only females to fall asleep. And a mysterious female comes out of the woods and brings a bunch of bad things with her, and I'm sure it's going to be good, as only Stephen King can help make it good. And then again from IDW, 2 covers, $3.99 price point. There is also a 1 in 10 and a 1 in 25 variant if you're able to find those and you're interested in that. From DC, the big book, Batman '93. We're often running with the Joker War storyline. 2 covers on this. A really nice Joker cover where he's holding a mask up to his face with a $3.99 price point, and then the B cardstock variant with Harley Quinn with a $4.99 price point. But to be honest with you, I'm sure everybody has seen those advanced covers online. The Harley Quinn cover is outstanding. I'm picking up a couple of those. And again, that is the Batman '93, part of the Joker War storyline. $3.99 regular issue, $4.99 cardstock variant, but I really enjoy the cardstock variant cover on that. And I am looking forward to the storyline on this. This also has the designer, Batman and the designer fight, and it's supposed to be kind of a twist on who the designer is, maybe a possible reveal, but I don't think they're going to reveal a whole lot because I think they want to kind of stretch that out a little bit. But there is also a designer 1 in 25 variant on this book, and that's already selling for upwards of $100 online, so I won't be getting that one, obviously. Next up is Batgirl 46, $3.99 price point on that, and it has a really nice In-Yuk Lee B cover that I'm picking one up on that. If you have an opportunity to see that, really nice looking cover, so I'm going to grab one of those for sure. Batman Beyond 44, also a $3.99 price point, and this is the first appearance of a character called Mr. Zero, a possible Mr. Freeze type character. Again, any type of first appearance of a character may or may not really do something for the book. But again, if you have something that kind of ties into a Batman storyline, any type of a first appearance or a possible new villain, it's always worth picking a couple of those up if you're able to, just in case. Also, Flash 756. This is the first full appearance of the Reverse Flash family. Carries a $3.99 price point. Neither cover was anything spectacular, but there is 2 covers on that, an A and B cover, so pick the cover that you like if you're interested in picking that up. And then finally from DC, Green Lantern 80th anniversary. Again, $9.99 price point, which I absolutely hate. It seems like they're coming out with tons of these special edition 80th anniversary books. I think it's kind of becoming a little overkill. Again, 10 billion covers on this one here, and at a $9.99 price point. Get the cover that you like, but for those of you who are interested, the 70s version of the Green Lantern book cover is done by Neal Adams. So if you're looking for a one book to get, I would grab the Neal Adams cover only because it's Neal Adams. That is it for DC. Marvel has a couple of titles being released this week. They're releasing every other week, it seems like. The only one I'm really looking forward to, Immortal Hulk 34. There was a kind of a blah A cover, but there is a B cover zombie variant, which I'm interested in, and that carries a $3.99 price point. So there was that. And finally, from Source Point, Read Dangerously, there is a book called Classic Pulp, Ellery Queen, and it is a 40s style bondage cover. Not so much for the story, but for the cover itself. The cover reminded me of an old EC book or one of those old, detective, true detective books that came out in the 40s, early 50s, where, girl in, peril, tied up to a chair, hero coming busting through the door with the bad guy in there. I saw that cover. I'm going to grab one of those covers if I can find it. If not, I'm going to try to order it online. Again, $4.99 price point on that from Source Point. Source Point's been coming out with some pretty good stuff. Again, this isn't so much for the storyline on that. This is a cover purchase for me because I do enjoy that Golden Age style artwork, anything kind of a bondage style artwork, because there is a huge market for that. A lot of people try to buy that, and so I saw that cover. I'm going to grab that as well. And then finally, Avatar has re-released a lot of their past books, Crossed, Night of the Living Dead, storylines like that. And if you haven't had the opportunity, I know a lot of shops probably didn't order them, but they re-released some really cool covers, just horror-themed covers, and I did pre-order a few of those probably 3-4 months ago, and I was told that they're coming in this week, so I will be showing that on my Wednesday video. Again, Avatar re-releasing a lot of covers from their horror genres type Crossed storyline, which I really liked, and then the Night of the Living Dead, which was a pretty decent story in itself, but also had some really, really wicked covers. So that's what we have. A quick retake rundown on that. Image, That Texas Blood #1, 2 covers, which I'm looking forward to. Mercy #3, the B cover is really, really nice. From IDW, a Stephen King co-written book, Sleeping Beauties #1. DC, Batman 93, the big one there. Batgirl 46, Batman Beyond 44, first appearance of a character known as Mr. Zero, a possible Mr. Freeze type character. Flash 756, first appearance of the Flash Reverse Flash family, and then the 80th anniversary Green Lanterns with the Overkill 10 billion covers on that. Immortal Hulk 34, the zombie variant B cover looks really, really nice. And then, of course, from Source Point, the classic pulp bondage cover that's coming out. If you're able to get one of those, if you like that style of art or you like that style of book, go ahead and pick one of those up. I was able to pick up a graphic novel of a book that I saw. I don't buy a lot of omnibuses or graphic novels, but this was something I remember as a kid. And this is Super Friends, the Saturday morning comics. And I saw this and I had to get it. A little expensive, but again, it brings back good memories. And we've talked about that in the past, where if you find things that give you good memories of when you were a kid, there really is no price point on that. So I grabbed this right here. Front cover right there, back cover right there, really cool. The dogs, the monkey. Again, I remember watching Super Friends on Saturday morning. I'm sure a lot of you did as well. So there we have that. Again, I'm not going to show anything else on this weekly video because it's kind of run a little long as it relates to the new releases. But again, if you're enjoying these videos, please give the video a thumbs up. If you're a subscriber, thank you so much for the support. If you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. It does mean a lot to me. Doing these videos has really kept me focused the last few weeks and has really allowed me to get back and really have a love for this genre that we all love, even with everything going on. So again, thank you so much for the support. If you pick up books off of these recommendations, I'd love to hear about that in the comments, or if you have ideas for anything. I've had a request. People know that I collect sports cards as well. I'm a Charger Padre fan, so those are the cards I pretty much focus on as it relates like autographs, patch cards, things like that. And I've had a request to show some of those. So I will be doing a video very soon of some of those for those of you who are interested in that. I got some really nice stuff I'm going to show. So if you do collect hobby cards, keep an eye out for it. So that's all we have this week. I will be doing the video on Wednesday. So I hope you liked the video. But as always, if you didn't, Nothing I can do for you. Have a great, great day, and happy hunting.